Okay, picture the dream. I mean, it's the absolute archetype of the perfect escape, right?
It really
And
is.
close your eyes, and you can almost feel that humidity, uh, that warm floral air that just wraps around you.
You can hear the Pacific Ocean, smell the plumeria.
Hawaii. It's the reset button we all think we're going to hit one day.
It is the bucket list item. For millions of people, it's right at the very top of the list, the gold standard of getting away from it all.
Exactly. But then comes the wake-up call.
Mhm.
You sit down at your laptop. It's a Tuesday night. You open up a spreadsheet to start planning.
And the dream collides with a very, very harsh reality.
The sticker shock.
Mm.
We are looking at sources today that paint a pretty stark picture of what's happening to travel costs, and honestly, it made my wallet hurt just reading it.
It's not just in your head. The data is, it's brutal. If you look at the broader industry, travel costs have just skyrocketed. We're talking more than 25% over the last decade.
25%.
And if you zoom in on Oahu, which is what we're looking at today, competitors in the tour space have hiked their prices by nearly 6% in just the last year alone.
So you're expecting aloha, but you're getting anxiety.
Precisely. It's inflation, it's supply chain, it's surging demand, it's the standard economic story we've been fed for, 3 years now. Everything costs more. Just deal with it.
But, and that's why we're doing this deep dive, we found a glitch in the matrix.
A very interesting glitch.
We're looking at a specific company, a case study, called Haliʻa Private Tours. Now, on the surface, they're a sightseeing operator in Oahu. But when you peel back the layers and look at their announcements, their pricing, their tech, they're acting like an economic anomaly.
They're behaving in a way that just completely contradicts the entire market trend. It's fascinating.
Everyone else is zigging, raising prices, adding hidden fees, shrinking the service.
And Halia is zagging.
They're holding prices steady. They are actually removing fees.
Which, in this climate, is almost unheard of. I mean, usually businesses pass every single cent of increased cost directly to you, the consumer.
So the mission for this deep dive isn't just to review a tour company. We're not a travel blog.
Right.
We want to unpack the business model. How does a local business in one of the most expensive places on earth balance profitability with that genuine aloha spirit? And is this maybe a blueprint for the future of travel?
It really raises a huge question about value versus extraction,
Yeah.
Are you trying to extract every dollar you possibly can from a tourist you'll never see again?
Or are you building something else?
Exactly.
Okay, let's get into the numbers because they are pretty fascinating. We have a direct comparison from their data on the average per person cost for a private tour. Walk us through this because the gap is wider than I expected.
It really is. So if you look at the competitor average for a private custom tour in Hawaii right now, you're looking at about $273.51 per person.
Okay, so nearly $300 a head. For a family of 4, you're already crossing the $1,000 mark just to see the island.
Right. Their average per person is $215.42.
That is a significant delta.
It's a massive gap. We are talking about a nearly $60 difference per person.
So for that family of 4, you're saving almost $250.
That's real money. That's a nice dinner in Waikiki. That's a rental car upgrade. That money stays in your pocket.
But here's where I want to challenge this a bit. I mean, usually when something is cheaper, there's a catch, right? We've all booked that budget airline and regretted it.
Oh, yeah. Knees in your chest, paying for water.
Exactly. So is this just a race to the bottom, or are they cutting corners somewhere?
And that's the really interesting part. It's not about being cheap. The difference comes from a philosophy about friction and fees. We need to talk about drip pricing.
Drip pricing? That sounds like a leaky faucet.
Yeah.
Not good.
It's just as annoying. It's that tactic where the price you see at the start isn't the price you pay at the end. You click book on a $200 tour.
And suddenly there's a service fee, a booking fee, a convenience fee.
By the time you hit confirm, it's $260.
Oh, the dreaded booking fee. I feel like I see this everywhere. You get to the checkout and boom, there's an extra $15, $20 just for the privilege of paying them. It drives me crazy.
It does. And the data shows competitors in this market are averaging about $15 in booking fees per transaction. Halia.
Zero.
And they also just got rid of a 2% service fee that used to be there. They're calling it instant savings.
And the sources say they're transparent about credit card fees too, where others are higher. But I have to play devil's advocate. Why leave money on the table? If everyone else is charging $15, why not charge $10? You're still cheaper. Why go to zero?
This is where you have to look at the founder's mindset, this guy Michael. There's a quote from him in their announcement that I think just anchors this whole strategy.
What's he say?
He says, "Hawaii is truly incredible. I'm so lucky to be able to enjoy this place for a living."
That sounds nice.
Huh.
Sentimental, maybe? But is it a business strategy?
I think it is. It connects to this idea of sufficiency over maximization.
Yeah.
He explicitly says that while others maximize margins, squeeze the lemon dry, they want to prioritize accessibility so people can enjoy the place without breaking the bank.
It's a trust play.
It's the ultimate trust play, and trust is a currency.
It absolutely is.
When you feel like a business isn't trying to nickel and dime you at every turn, you relax, your cortisol goes down, you enjoy the experience more, you recommend them, you write that glowing review.
And the results seem to back it up. They're not suffering for it. The data shows a 20% increase in new visitors.
And this is the most important metric for any service business. They've maintained a 100% guest satisfaction rate.
100%.
That's the number that matters. If you're cheap but the service is bad, you fail. If you hold prices, remove fees, and satisfaction stays perfect, you've cracked the code. You're providing value, not just a low price.
A good vibes economy.
Right.
Treat people well and they'll show up. But they're not just, sitting back. They're also launching new tech.
Right. And this seems contradictory at first, doesn't it? A company focused on private, human, custom tours is launching an app.
Specifically, GPS-triggered self-guided audio tours.
This is a really smart pivot. Think about how people consume content now. Not everyone wants a guide sitting next to them in a van for 8 hours straight.
Some people want to be the main character in their own movie.
Exactly. Some travelers just crave autonomy. They want the insider stories, the local history, all that deep knowledge, but they want to be driving their own car, stopping for coffee whenever they want, not feeling managed.
So the audio tour bridges that gap.
Right.
You get the expert narration, the deep dive, if you will, but you're the captain of your own ship.
And it creates a new revenue stream with basically zero marginal cost once it's made. That digital product helps them keep the live tour prices stable. It's an ecosystem.
Right.
And speaking of their digital infrastructure, they didn't just add audio tours, they completely revamped their website and cut the load times by 50%.
Okay, hold on now. That just sounds like boring tech specs. Why does a 50% faster website matter to someone dreaming of a beach? Why are we even talking about this?
Because it's something I call digital body language.
Digital body language. I like that.
Think about it. If you walk into a store and the door is jammed, the lights are flickering, the floor is sticky, what do you assume about the product?
That it's low quality. Or the place is a mess. I'd probably just leave.
Exactly. Well, in 2024, your website is your storefront. Friction causes stress. If you're planning a vacation and the site is slow or clunky, you subconsciously associate that place with hard work.
So by streamlining the booking, they're starting the vacation before you even leave home.
They're signaling, we value your time. We make things easy. If the booking is smooth, you assume the pickup will be smooth. It builds confidence.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Now, I want to move to what I think is maybe the most radical part of their model. We talk a lot about ecotourism. Usually that's just industry code for expensive.
Oh, usually, yes. You pay a green premium to feel better about your carbon footprint. You pay extra to plant a tree or for the eco lodge.
Right. But Halia has these community service tours and positive impact tours. And instead of charging extra, they offer a discount, a big one.
This was the aha moment for me when I was reading this. It's behavioral economics at its finest. They're incentivizing the behavior they want to see.
Okay, let's look at the numbers. You can save between $100 and $300 on a tour if you choose this option.
Which, for a 9-hour private tour starting from $649, is a steal.
And look at the structure. It's a 9-hour day, but you're not spending the whole time working. You spend about an hour and a half doing the positive impact activity.
Right, like a beach cleanup or removing invasive species from a trail, something tangible.
And then the rest of the time, 7.5 hours, is pure sightseeing. You're still getting your vacation. You're still going to the waterfalls.
But think about the psychological shift there. By giving you a discount, they turn you from a tourist, someone who just consumes, into a participant.
You're literally investing your labor into the island.
And the business is investing in you by lowering the price. It aligns the incentives of the traveler, the business, and the local community. Honey, we can save $300 if we help clean this beach for an hour. Who says no to that?
Nobody. It makes doing good a smart financial decision.
And from a business side, it filters for a specific type of client.
What do you mean?
If you're the kind of person willing to spend 90 minutes helping out, you're probably a respectful, conscientious traveler. You're less likely to be a problem. It minimizes the bad tourist risk.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
It's like hacking the system for good. Now, we've talked numbers, philosophy, but we need to visualize this because you're not just buying a discount, you're buying a memory.
Of course.
There's this image from their materials that really stuck with me. It's a Koloa ranch.
The one with the horse.
Yes. You've got this bright blue sky, puffy clouds, classic Hawaii. There's a white wooden fence, and a woman is just laughing. She's looking down, smiling, and this beautiful horse is leaning over the fence, almost nuzzling her.
It's a very intimate image.
That's the word, intimate. It's not a photo of a bus driving past a mountain. It's a photo of a connection. It shows that hands-on nature they promise. You aren't just looking, you're interacting.
And you just cannot have that moment if you're on a 50-person murder coach. The bus driver isn't stopping because he saw a cute horse.
He's looking at his watch, not the scenery.
He's got a schedule. You can only have that moment if you're in a private vehicle that can pull over when you see something interesting.
And speaking of vehicles, the sources mentioned they upgraded to a new 14-passenger vehicle. What does that tell us about travel trends?
It points directly to the rise of multi-generational travel. Grandparents, parents, and grandkids all traveling together.
A big family reunion trip.
Right. And the logistics for that are a nightmare. A standard minivan fits 7, maybe? So you rent 2 cars, who drives?
And then Grandpa gets lost following the GPS, and the toddlers are crying in the other car.
Exactly. A 14-passenger vehicle solves that. You need capacity, but you still want privacy. You want to be together. It's all about ohana, right? Family.
And that flexibility, create your ideal adventure that supports the dynamic. With toddlers and seniors, you can't do a rigid forced march.
No, you need to be able to say, hey, let's hit the North Shore, but maybe we skip the really steep hike. And their policy is pretty clear. Anywhere safe, legal, and non-residential.
Safe, legal, and non-residential.
Good boundaries.
Very good boundaries. Okay, I want to pivot to what I'm calling strategic travel hacking. Because as I was reading the details, Halia has some offers that are just clever. They solve problems I didn't even realize I had.
You're thinking of the transfer tour.
The transfer tour. This is brilliant. Okay, so you land in Honolulu. It's 10 a.m. You're tired. You get your bags. Your hotel check-in isn't until 3 p.m. What do you do?
Usually, you suffer. You pay for a taxi, go to the hotel, drop your bags, and wander around the lobby like a zombie for 4 hours. It's dead time.
Total wasted time. But they offer an Oahu transfer tour for up to 7 guests. But it's not just a ride, it's a custom tour. So you land, get in the van with your luggage, and your vacation starts immediately.
This is just brilliant time arbitrage. You go see Pearl Harbor, you drive the coast, you get food. By the time the tour is done, it's 4 p.m. You get dropped off at your hotel, you check right in.
It transforms a sunk cost of transfer into a value-add experience. Instead of losing half a day, you gain one.
It's seamless, it removes that gap. And then there's the multi-day deal. Buy 2, get the third 50% off.
This feels like something you'd see at a grocery store, not a tour company.
It's smart, though. It encourages deep travel. If you book 3 9-hour tours, that's 27 hours of exploration.
That's a lot of island time.
But it means you aren't rushing. You can actually see the whole island. It moves you away from just checking boxes to actually understanding the place.
It's the difference between skimming a book and actually reading it.
Exactly. And from their perspective, locking you in for 3 days is so valuable. They'd rather give you a discount on day 3 than have to spend marketing dollars to find a new customer. It creates loyalty.
And we can't forget the most important perk of all, the cherry on top.
Nice.
The free shave ice. If you subscribe and connect on social media, you get a free shave ice.
It sounds so small, doesn't it? But in hospitality, we call this surprise and delight.
It's the little things.
It's a tiny cost for them, a few dollars, but the emotional impact is huge. It feels like a treat from a friend. It reinforces that local host idea. Hey, let me buy you a treat. It turns a transaction into a relationship.
It really does. So when you step back, we're not just looking at a way to see turtles. We're looking at a business model built on, what, 3 pillars?
Stability, innovation, and impact.
Stability, holding prices when everyone else is panicking. Innovation, using tech to remove friction. And impact, actually paying people with discounts to make the community better.
And for you listening, whether you're planning a trip to Hawaii or, just hiring a contractor, this is a lesson in how to spot real value.
It's a litmus test, right?
We're all conditioned to look for the lowest sticker price, but the lowest price often comes with the highest friction hidden fees, bad service. Real value is transparency, ease, and an alignment of values.
It's about finding businesses that treat you like a partner, not just a transaction code.
Right. And realizing that sometimes the premium experience can actually be more economical when you factor in all the stress and hidden costs you're avoiding.
So, here's a thought we want to leave you with today. We're constantly told that price hikes are inevitable. Inflation, supply chains, sorry, we have to charge you more.
It's become the default narrative, don't blame us, blame the economy.
But here is a small tour operator in one of the most expensive places on the planet, an island where everything has to be shipped in, and they are lowering friction and holding prices steady.
And growing because of it.
So if they can do it by focusing on community and efficiency and just a little bit of that aloha spirit, why are we accepting that everyone else has to raise their prices?
Maybe the aloha spirit isn't just a nice slogan for a postcard.
Maybe it's actually a superior business strategy.
Something to think about next time you see a service fee on your bill.
Absolutely. Thanks for diving in with us. We'll catch you on the next one.